In this video tutorial, we are going to give a brief explanation of code when customizing our app using the 3Dissue software. In our previous videos, we have shown template coding and modifying these templates, but we haven't really explained what it is and how it is structured. So we are going to start this video by explaining layouts, components, and styles. You will notice on the left-hand side of the Customize pane the Layout section and the Style section. Within the template there is a list of styles that can be reused throughout the app and a list of layouts that can be reused throughout the app. And you can customize these layouts and styles there. So, for example, all of the items in this grid can be customized. They can be customized through the grid item cell, the grid item cell container, or the background image, and so on from the Layout tab. If then we decide to add that item cell to a different part of the app, we just need to reference that layout, and we want to make some changes in those places. It is the same principle with all the styles, so for titles, labels, and so on. Right now, the example of this area aren't actually used in important styles, so I can't customize them. But while I can here, they will not appear in the app. So we will just ignore those and go to the layouts. So here's a very simple example. I've changed the padding between all of them in our grid. If I change all of these to 10 pixels and save it, the app will reload and the space between all of the items will have gotten a lot bigger. Now if I go to the code section, we will see a list of all our layouts. So I can collapse layouts, and we currently only have one item cell, which is simple, but we could actually have more. So every layout and component has a style to the style object, and layouts always have a self components in which it could be an empty list, but it is still a list. Components display various parts of information. So for example, pieces of text, buttons, grids that display articles, and so on. As well as holding those items, the list can contain another layout. This is called a nested layout. To define component or layout, give it a type, and then say what the type is. So this is a relative layout, and if I scroll down a little bit, you can see there is no other component list in this list. And this layout's first object is type image. So this means it is an image. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, all layouts and components have styles, and you can see this from the component here, that all our styles have a friendly name, an editable fill, width, height, and background image. Now friendly name and editable are used in the design tab, and this should give you a nice and easy way of changing without having to go changing it all the time if you need to make a small tweak. So what's at height? It says how big it is. So fill means it is going to fill its paired view, so its pair layout, or the case of it being the root layout, it is going to be the full length or the page of the screen. And that's it in a nutshell.